Objective 2 for Chapter 1, to understand Newton's law of motion and gravitation. So Newton's law of motion consists of three laws: the first, the second, and the third. The first law talks about equilibrium, meaning if I place this Altoid box on my notepad, I can apply a certain force, and I can apply another force. The box doesn't move. The box is in equilibrium. It is at rest. The second law talks about motion. Specifically, F is equal to ma, meaning if I have an object with a certain amount of mass and I apply a certain amount of force, it will attain a certain amount of acceleration. So for example, I have my mass here, so I can rearrange this equation and I can say acceleration is force over mass, such that if I apply a certain force to this ball, it will achieve a certain acceleration. The third law says for every action, there is a reaction. So again, let's say I have my Altoid box. I apply a certain force. In terms of idealization, I would have my Altoid box with a certain amount of mass. I'll take my hand. That's my hand. That's my finger. I will apply a certain amount of force F. The Altoid box will also exert same and exact force back onto my finger, and they will be equal. They will be opposite in direction, and they will be collinear. So the last concept that we will go through is Newton's law of gravitation. So, law of gravitation. What Newton said was that if I had an object with mass 1 and another object of mass 2, and they experience some kind of gravitation experience, and we measure the distance between those two, and we would square it, and they would have this gravitational attraction between the two, and that would be given by this formula.